Well, hello again, everybody. Believe it or not, this is my third start today because for some unknown reason, I seem to be making a mess of everything. As you can see, my rover has come of age and feels he's now old enough to start smoking, so either that or he stole my barbecue out of the garage. However, we have had to make a few alterations and a few changes because yours truly naturally messed things up. I'd like to go after the unknown signal, but I won't at the moment. The next thing is it's exceedingly difficult to drive with all the smoke, and I'm going to have to repair it. To do that, I think I need, let me see, let's just get this because I need medical comps. Displays I think I can do, that's silicon, and medical comp is silver. Okay, so I need silver for that, and I need silver for my survival unit here as well. But I'm also, I think I'm going to need ice, and I don't know where I'll get ice from. Now, fortunately, I do know where there is some silver, because for once in my life I actually remembered to put GPS down for some silver and gold and a few other bits and pieces. So what I'm going to try and do is, first of all, see if I can remember to feed myself. And I was going to put some bracing on for my cobalt drill. But of course, yours truly managed to do the usual thing and sort of messed it up a little bit. And having already tried once to build it and then ran out of H2, fell down the hole, dug my way out to be met by some rather angry and ugly little dogs who refused to see the fun of the situation. I therefore decided I would try and work out how to set up the drilling things. And as you can see, I'm hoping that the conveyor will hold it. I don't know if it will. It's pure bloody guesswork. I was hoping to be able to build something out so that I could brace it, but I'll have to think on that a bit more. So I'd like to get this going if I can. And hopefully not fall down the bloody hole again. So I know I've got to set the drill about not running too fast. The angle of the hinge has got to be set so that I can actually make a slightly larger hole without totally tearing all of my work out. And I have to set the piston to descend. While most of you are sitting there screaming about, do this, do that. Unfortunately, I can't hear all the advice, so it's pure guesswork. Well, a little bit of memory and then guesswork. The other thing is, hopefully, after some asking around, I will be able to get the correct ramps for that area over there so I can drive this up onto it, and that can be used for charging as well as loading. And I'm hoping that I have got the right ramps for it. So to do that, Ah, there we are there. Fancy that. It did work. Thank you, Alec. You know who you are. And they what are they comprised of? Oh shit, interior plate and construction comps. That's all I needed. Everything I haven't got. Okay. Well, at least we've got them. And let's have a look. Ah, yeah, okay. Well, I need construction comps for that. But they are the right ones at last. So I should be able to drive up onto there and recharge this. In the meantime, I have to go and find the silver. And there's a quick way, as you can see straight over there, it says exit. That is where I usually end up getting into trouble going up and down the ridge. But just on the other side of that, you'll see 3 markers. That's gold, magnesium and silver. Or silicon and silver, I can't remember. But that area there is the quickest way. Unfortunately, it's dark. And being dark, I don't like taking the quickest way. So, I shall have to wait a little bit before I can get enough silver to repair this old girl, along with everything else. And I can either go back to my base, get the parts I need for the ramps, or I can try and set this up. And this is what I think I will do. But I'm going to try and be just a little bit stupid. No. And instead of trying to hang in the air all the time, because the last time I tried to take time to do all this, guess who fell in the hole? So this time he's going to be a smart fella, and he's going to stand here while he works it all out. Now I know I just have to turn that on, but I have to also check. Drill. Cobalt. Okay. Hinge 2. I don't have another hinge up. That doesn't have hinges, that doesn't have. So why is that hinge 2? Let's change that to hinge. I know this may look a bit amateurish. Unfortunately, I sort of have a bad habit of forgetting things. Those who know me in my previous work also know I have a 30-second memory span, which does make things a little awkward. Okay, now, oh that's right, I can actually connect a drill. I don't think we need an M in there. Drill cobalt, rotor. This is the only way I will be able to work out what's what. Small cargo container, square piston wind turbine. Okay, small cargo container. Square piston 2. It's actually the only one I've got, so I don't know why it's number 2. Cobalt. Okay. Connector. Okay, that's that wind turbine. Right, that's all that. Okay. Let's get back to what we do. The drill. Now, custom data harm, show HUD. Automatic push pull. Yeah, okay, so that can do it automatically. Cobalt. Oh, so I don't have to actually set this. Because in theory, oh, fancy that. That part works. Okay. Now, can I operate in near Cobalt, the hinge? Safety detach 5 meters. I don't know what that means. Admitting head. Reverse detach. Okay, braking torque. Velocity. Lower angle is minus 90 degrees. I think that's meant to be 0. No, that's the lower limit. The upper limit is 90 degrees. Do we even have to touch that? Cobalt in velocity. I don't know what that means. Velocity that at angles, I suppose. Let's just to be safe put that at say 02. Okay. And now that's got to angle, doesn't it? I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't quite know how to do it. So what if I can't see how I it's not angling. So how do I make that angle? This is confusing. I know it can be done, and believe it or not, I was actually shown once how to do it. I just can't remember, and that's the problem. And I know I'm missing one somewhere. So, right, the rotor. Velocity, you don't want it too fast, from what I remember. So velocity should be, say, 0.02. Right. Well, maybe that's wrong. That's right. Okay. That's that turn. But, oh, that is angled. Oh, okay. So, I could actually make that more. Right, all that's left now is I've got to do that. And that could take some time as well. So let's hop down from here in the great experiment. And oh God, that's all I need. Mongrels! Okay, so how am I going to get up to there? I don't really have to, do I? Although I suppose I could be an idiot. Yeah, I know. I'll take your food. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? We hop up on here. And let's do something stupid. See if it works. I don't think it's going to work. Okay, now we don't want to go too fast, so we've got all that on. Safety set, velocity. What velocity set? Not too high. Let's just try 0.1. Point 1. Okay. Distance 10 meters. Velocity. Oh.
Energy low.
Oh shit. Now for memory, I'm going to have to bring that up again. So why don't I... Now that we're starting to get the hang of it, reverse. Sorry this is all taking so long, folks, but as I said, there's more experiment than anything else. So I need a bit more angle on that. So should I up that speed as well? I think the speed of the RAM is okay. I just need to fine tune that so we add to the angle of the hinge, and probably we can speed that up just a little bit more. Okay, the drill's okay. The hinge, let's add make that. $25. Okay. And then the rotor. Well, that's 3. No, I don't think I want to go over 3. Let's leave it at 3. And the piston. No, that looks about right. So what's the other one? The rotor. No, that was 3, wasn't it? Yep. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Why is that not transferring to there? Have I missed something somewhere? That's all on, that's all on. Conveyor. That should be going into there, so why isn't it? Cobalt drill. So why isn't it going into the container? Connector? I think we might have trouble here. Okay. Which is nothing unusual considering who's doing it. So why am I not? Everything's green there. That says it's all connected. So why is it in the drill and not going into the container? So I've got the settings here wrong somewhere. So switch off, hinge off, rotor off, piston off. Right, let's shut it down while I look at this. That's a connector there, cargo container. Shows the drill's holding it, but it's not going into the cargo container. Why not? This is very unusual. I'm going to have to think about this. I think I'll just leave it switched off until I can investigate it, because that should go from the drill through that, and through that into the conveyor. The conveyor then carries it down those pipes and goes into there. Right. So why is it in the drill but not? Is there a special way that should go? I don't think so. Doesn't make any difference. Those are all green, so they're all connected. All that stuff's connected. That's all done. That's all done, completed. That's all completed. All this is completed. Well, I don't know, folks. It's got me bamboozled. I'm going to have to do some checking up and see if I can find out why that's not just filling into there. Because that should be full. And that should be filling up, but it's not. The connector, that's staying in that's in the drill. Small cargo container, so why doesn't it go into there? It should be in the container. Huh, okay. So why? Why is it not working? I'm doing something wrong here, that's for sure. Oh, we've got daylight at least. Otherwise... this is confusing the hell out of me, to be quite frank. Now, what can I do? Well, since I'm in here anyway, I might as well go and see if I can... go and get those bits I need for... to make those ramps. And then I can always go and look for the silver, because that will give me a chance to... that will give me the chance to... what do I need? I need some of those. I'm really getting lost here because I'm confused, which shouldn't give too many people too many ideas. Okay. Let's go and see if we can recover. No, it wasn't down there. That was the long way home.
Inventory full. Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, that was the thing I was wondering. Why can't I do it in here? I can do it in there. But that's wrong.
Oh, you don't have to set it, it does it automatically. Okay. Wonders never cease. What did I need? No, I didn't need those. What are you doing, Sunshine? You need, well, let's say 10 of those and 10 of those. In here. Okay. We already had them, dumbass. So I'm going to need more than that, and I'm going to need 2 of them. So that's 120, 140 and 32. 140 and 32. Okay. Now I wonder if I take this out, will I be then high enough so that I don't knock the arse off this every time I go over it like I've been doing? So let's have a look and see if I even have a clue about what I'm trying to do. So hang on to your britches, folks. This just may not work. And the way I drive, that's even less optimistic. Yep. Well, we wouldn't have missed by much, really. Let's just not tempt fate, shall we? I know what you're thinking, and you're quite right. Ah, okay, we've got this far, so it's now too high. So that's got to go down, or that's got to go up. But how do we put it up? If we put it up higher, if we go the other way, we're going to be too low. So we're going to go down. How do you go down? Okay, the wheels can adjust the wheels. Yeah, okay. Right. How do we adjust the wheels? Left front, left rear, right front, right rear. So if we do no, that mightn't work too well. What's the other way of doing this? Blocks. Okay. Oh, there we are. No, that's wrong. Left front. Okay, we get that far. So I leave those settings, so I've got to repair those two. Okay, now we got to no, that's wrong. It doesn't. No, there's another way of doing this. Oh, it works. I've just got to remember to lift it up. Okay. So we can now adjust the height of those and I can get into there. The problem is that now I can't see any way have I got that in the wrong bloody place or something? Or the wrong one there? I'm sure that we had to have it attached there. This is really confusing me, and I'm sorry that it's so jumbly for all of you, but you are dealing with somebody who doesn't know what he's doing. I warned you about that. So I think, well, that's we did manage to work out how to alter our wheels, so that's a thing. We did manage to get them adjusted so at least it runs. And I know that at some stage I will have to pull the rotor, the hinge, and the drill off here and put a second, well, it looks like it might be just about at maximum now, and put a second piston in. That should take me to 40. I think it's 30 meters for the cobalt. That'll give me 20, 10, 20, so I'll probably have to put 3 of them in. This is going to be fun. Okay, we'll come to that. But what I can't work out is why. The only thing I can think of is that I've got it fixed up wrong up there. That conveyor should be here. And the container behind it. But that doesn't make sense. Oh well, I think what I'll do is to finish the day off. We shall unhook from there. We shall increase the height there because I know I'm going to hit something. Take the parking brake off. Oh. And learn to drive more carefully. Didn't hit anything. And I know that we shall have to go and probably handle this, but I do need the silver to get this repaired because it's not doing much the way it is at the moment. And while I can usually come down that rather bad piece of gully in the daylight, it can be tricky, and I may not have enough tricks to be able to beat the system. So what I'm going to do is take my time, go around the long way, pick up what I can, not that it's much, Because I know it's over this way somewhere. Do not go gully jumping, you're not very good at it. In fact, if push comes to shove, you're bloody terrible at it. That's why you've got an underage smoker in the crawler here. Oh, don't you love it when a plan comes together? Oh, what? 131, okay. 1.3 kilometers. And that's our little down area there. Almost. There, just up there. That's our quick way down. Silver over there, that's right. That should be it over there. Okay, it says it's 5 meters down. Well, that's more than 5 meters. Oh, 63 meters. I'm looking at the wrong. Why am I always looking at those blue ones? What a dummy! You're looking for the yellow ones, dummy. Okay, so 64 meters. It's a bloody long way to go down again. It's gold. So where's you a dumbass? There's silver there. So if it's silver there, why am I getting gold? So silver's in the front. Well, I think this is enough for today. While we haven't accomplished a lot, at least we've accomplished something. Hopefully I'll be able to get around to getting all the silver before I die again and end up without a sworn point. So I'll thank you all for joining me. I have a lot of work to do to learn about that drill and the cobalt and why I'm not getting the ore through. It's got somehow, I've got a feeling it's got something to do with that conveyor in the wrong place, which does not make me overly happy because it's going to be a devil of a job to get rid of everything. Although I might have a way if I think about it. So thank you once again, and best of British, and we shall see you all in the next fantastic adventure of the grumpy old bugger screwing up again.